Welcome to episode 11 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. I'm Chuck Beeson. That's my buddy Joel Norton. How we doing today?
What's good, bud?
Oh, just hanging out.
Anything exciting happened over the last week?
Oh, exciting? Got to play some more D&D.
I'm so jealous of you. Damn it. I need to play some D&D soon.
Dude.
It was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
It's a nice little release.
Yeah. Nice little escape.
Yeah. My week's been a living hell.
Well, that's not good.
You think it would have got better from last week?
You'd think.
It got worse.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. My medical stuff's out of control right now. But my head cold turned into, well, I had like a sinus infection, so I couldn't hear out of one ear. Like straight up couldn't hear out of my ear. Like I was like deaf in one ear. It was crazy. And then my daughter comes home with pink eye. Guess who gets pink eye in both their eyes? This guy.
Oh, my.
I didn't even realize I could get it as an adult. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I was out for another weekend, just laying in bed, just.
Well, I'm glad you're better now.
Like, why, God? Why?
I am glad you're better now.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, me too. That was rough. I was all day Friday. I was at work. I was like, oh my God. Like it was so itchy.
And that's contagious too, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think there's two different kinds. There's a bacterial and a viral.
Okay.
I think it might have been a viral, if I'm understanding correctly. So it's like you can get it from a cold.
Oh.
I don't know though. Who knows?
Well.
Yeah. But today we have an interesting topic.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Well, so we're going to talk about paranormal stuff. And what's funny is I just was like, hey, let's see what kind of random topics there are out there. And I'm like, I don't think I know your perspective on that at all. I don't think I've ever talked to you about it.
No.
The years that we've been together. I was like, oh, well, let's get interesting. So, Chuck, what's wrong, bud? Are you being shy? Are you being shy?
No.
Chuck,
I'm good.
Do you believe in the Jersey Devil?
The Hootawada?
The Jersey Devil.
I'm going to say no because I've never heard of her.
No, that's a urban legend. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
It's like some kind of creature out in Jersey. People have sightings. I think it looks like a goat or something, if I remember right. I used to read up about this stuff when I was younger, just for fun.
Yeah.
Didn't really care about it, exactly, but like you said.
I didn't do much of that either.
The Mothman, I think there was. You ever even heard of the Mothman?
Nope.
What the hell?
I've heard of the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, I mean, that's something. That's on the right track.
And Sasquatch?
Yeah, I don't know if that falls. I don't actually know if any of that falls on paranormal, but I think it's like urban legends and myths and stuff. So that's fine too. So, do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Don't know? Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
When I was 10.
Yeah, same. I had something when I was a kid. I felt that. And it was like you look back and you kind of doubt yourself.
So basically, when I was 10 years old,
yeah,
I'm getting ready to go to bed. Mm-hmm. So I go to lay down and...
Real quick. Do you feel ridiculous talking about this?
Kind of.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't fully fall asleep yet, and I had to pee. So I got up to go pee. I come back in, and I had these bookends.
Yeah.
That were heads.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was on my pillow. So I freaked out, and I threw it across the room.
That was your...
And then I went to bed.
Okay.
And then when I woke up around probably midnight, and it was around midnight because my dad was getting home.
Yeah.
And they were in my bed again. Both of them this time.
It'd be hilarious.
If somebody did it.
Somebody did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon's like...
He wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And they went in the trash, and I cried myself to sleep again.
Wow.
After freaking out because I was losing my shit.
Yeah. That's what, like mine when I was like 10 as well. I was like really young, and then I was like sleeping. And I remember my mom, like it was like 9 o'clock in the morning or something, and she's yelling for me to get out of bed. And I was laying there with the blanket on, and I like rolled over into my blanket, you know what I mean? And then suddenly my blanket got yanked off me. And I'm just laying there on my bed with no blanket. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Nobody else in the room with me.
Yeah.
But I was like, did I imagine this? Did it just like fall off or get caught on something on the floor? But really, that's it.
Yeah. And honestly, as an adult now, I can't tell you whether or not it could have been somebody messing with me when I was a kid or not. I don't know.
The way I lean with ghosts and spirits and stuff is like, if it's real, it's cool. I don't really know though. I don't really care much to like worry about that. You know.
No, I definitely see all the different like videos and everything.
Oh yeah,
with all the ghosts and stuff, and I'm like, they can't all be bad.
Yeah.
If ghosts are out there, there's got to be good ones.
Yeah. You probably don't hear for the good ones though.
No.
They're just meandering around or something. I don't know.
Oh. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, it's not. It's like the way it's like aliens. How do you feel about aliens?
Well,
I'll explain mine.
I'm sure there's bacteria in space, which would be aliens.
Living life, right? Yeah. And then it's like giant. It's huge out there, like the galaxies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now,
who knows?
Now, I wouldn't just assume that they were the green aliens we see on TV and stuff.
No.
I would highly doubt that, but...
Yeah, and for me, it's more, it's what I end up, at the end of the day, I feel like the ghost aliens, same thing for me. It's like, they could be real. I don't know. I don't really, if they are, I don't really care. But I don't necessarily exactly believe that they're real, but I don't then not believe that they're real.
That's why I say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit here and deny something that could be real. Didn't
they disprove the Loch Ness Monster thing?
I have no idea.
Which would be kind of sad, because I always liked that one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
good old Nessie?
Yeah, Nessie, yeah. And then you got your Sasquatch. What do you think's the coolest one?
The coolest? Well, I only know of those two.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never got into all this stuff when I was a kid.
I think a lot of it is more people being like, what's that called? In the olden days, where they're like, oh my gosh, it rained today, so someone died or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't think of the stupid word. It's around the tip of my tongue. But yeah, there was a lot of that kind of stuff where they're like, oh, I saw something. Didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
Don't understand what's happening. So
it's
got to be a living dead or something. You know what I mean? Like, ridiculous. It was more the medieval times. I think you have all these stories of like every culture has like there's a dragon or there's something.
Yeah,
most likely it was like, you know.
Yeah, I think probably if I had to pick one of those two though, Sasquatch would be my favorite.
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
that's a solid one. What about the abominable snowman?
Okay,
you forgot about him?
I thought he was just a Sasquatch
in the Arctic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one are you picking?
The one in the Arctic.
The Arctic?
Yeah. Abominable snowman. He'd be. I'd be happy. I want to be him.
You want to be?
I'm already hairy. Why not just leave me outside in the cold?
You'd probably be actually happy with that because you're always complaining about how you're hot.
Yeah.
He's not hot.
Rude.
What?
That was mean. Joel just wants to hurt me today.
So that was a quick conversation. Now we know that we don't really care.
Yep.
And there you guys have it. It was you suck, Chuck. God.
Joel was expecting me to carry this one, apparently.
I was expecting more than, I don't know. I know two things.
What do you want? I mean, I've heard some things, like some urban legend kind of things, I don't fully remember most of them.
Yeah. I find urban legends intriguing.
Yeah, I find them interesting, but...
I don't know if I believe them at the end of the day, but they're fun.
Yeah.
A little escape from reality.
Try to find out why. What made this a thing?
Yeah. I can't remember what show.
There's one about pointing your headlights out at Lake Erie from a certain spot, flashing your headlights 3 times, and you're supposed to see an old ship.
Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of stuff like that.
Like, okay.
You drive so fast on this one highway, and you end up, you go through this underpass going a certain speed, and then there's handprints on your car.
Yeah. Well, I know when I was younger, me and one of my buddies, we heard about this one that there was this road going through this like wooded area.
There we go.
And it was dark, so we went through it, and it was supposed to be haunted, but we didn't see nothing.
Is that the only thing you've ever done that you were like going out to see a haunted thing?
Yeah.
See, we were, because we're in the middle of nowhere, so like you get bored, kids, and you're like, hey, we're gonna go check out some haunted shit. I didn't care about the haunted part of it at all. It was just something to go do.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was for me.
But
it was dark. We turned the headlights off while we were sitting in there, and nothing. Just nothing. You're supposed to see like light eyes and stuff.
Did have a good experience about something that I was like questionable. I actually forgot about this. Well, all right. So going back to just going to see random things that were haunted because you were bored, we went to this cemetery, which normally I don't mess with that kind of stuff.
Cemetery at night?
Yeah, because it's like, first of all, it's kind of like low-key disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't even like going to cemeteries during the day.
Yeah,
time,
but this was in a weird setup. It was like a park type thing, okay? It was very odd how it was set up. And like it was the creepiest setup for a cemetery that I think I've ever seen. But it was like in the middle of the woods. And then it was really well taken care of. And it was like, so it was almost like you would walk on it like you were walking in a park. So I was really confused with what it was. And it was local. But so we went there and like, I don't know, like 11 at night, somebody talked me into it that I worked with. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we go there and we like walked up the hill, but I'm like, it was a creepy setup. I could see why people thought it was creepy because like the way it was set up, like the trees, there was no trees specifically around the hill that the graves were on, and then the moon shines down on.
That's kind of.
I'm like, yeah, it was like something out of a movie, kind of,
Yeah.
But we didn't. We like went in there, and then we were like, oh, we thought we saw a flashlight, and we left. That was like the gist of that whole story. Nothing happened, really. It was really just some bored ass kids.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess that was better than going to Walmart and walking around all night.
we did that a lot.
I know.
We
so
did that
me and
a
my
lot.
friends.
A lot. So I can't even say that we didn't do that. The other one was a guy I worked with was like, hey, we're going to this haunted abandoned house. Do you want to go? And I was like, well, I don't have anything going on. I was like, I was terrified too because I was like, it's like breaking and entering levels. And he's like, oh, it's really abandoned, like way, way abandoned. It's not like livable anymore. And I was like, really? And then he described to me, he's like, yeah, there's a sheriff that lives across the field to it. And somehow he roped me into going to this. And
jeez.
we ended up having like a group of 8 people that went down this thing. And we parked behind this church, walked like a mile and a half down this road. And then there was the house that he was talking about. And I think the story behind it, if I remember right, was it was up in Michigan. And it was like, I think it was something, there was train tracks in the backyard and a kid got stuck in the train tracks and then they couldn't get the kid out in time. And the kid got killed on the train and the house burned down or something at the same time or part of the house or something. I don't know. It was something like that is what he told me. And I was like, okay. And once again, I'm like just going because I'm bored really. And we walk in and like it's dirt floor. Like, because everything was rotted away that bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, so it's really not livable. But apparently, like, it was just still up. And so the sheriff knew the local kids came around and they spotlighted the field, apparently. So I can't remember if they were spotlighted when we went out there. It was probably like the most dangerous thing I feel like I've done. Because I'm like, it was very reckless. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I could be in trouble. And so we all went in there. And kind of meandered around the house. There's weeds growing inside the house. And then there's a stairwell going up. So we were like, all right. So we went up the stairwell. Oh, first, before we went to the stairwell, there was a hole where the basement door was. And it was like one of those old school where you reach down and you lift it up. And that was gone. I was like, oh, you guys want to go to the basement first? And there's no stairs. It's just a straight 10-foot drop. I was like, okay, we're not doing that. So then we went upstairs, sat there for a while in this one room. Came up the stairs. There was 2 rooms on both sides. The one door was jammed shut. And then the other one was, it was just an empty room. So we went in there and just sat. And then you just start listening to the noises of the house creaking. And you got that old, it is creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, yeah.
Remember when I lived next to that warehouse?
No.
Well, I lived next to a warehouse. And it was abandoned. And I really wanted to go in there, but it was fenced in. So I went to my grandma because she was from that area. And I'm like, hey, do you know anything about this? She's like, yeah, I used to work there.
Wow.
And she told me that it closed down because of black mold and asbestos.
And your dumbass went in there.
No. That's why I did not go in there.
Good job, bud. Good job. I was waiting for that. No, but we were up in that room and we tried to get into that other room. And then we got it open. But the reason it was shut was because the floor was swollen from the water damage.
Oh my!
And it was just like stepping on it was gross. But we had a couple people that was like, oh, we thought we saw something in there. and like trying to hype everything up. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And there's water leaking through the roof at the bottom, so it was like drip, drip, and it was like really creepy setup. It was sweet. But what happened was we went back down. I was like, we got to check out this basement. I'm like, I just can't ignore how creepy this thing fucking looks, right?
We got to go to the basement.
Oh, we lost you, bud. We lost Chuckles. That was funny. We didn't get to check out the fucking thing. I was so mad. But
No
that,
basement
I guess
for Joel.
I think Jake went back there like a year later with some friends.
Did he make it to the basement?
I don't know if he went in the basement. I never
You know
asked
what?
him.
There's a 10 millimeter socket down there.
I don't know. I had no clue what's down there. You know what we're gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna call him.
Call Jake?
We're gonna call Jake and we're gonna find out.
All right.
But yeah, I think he went back, and if I remember right, they burned it down.
Oh, okay.
So they demolished it. So
Yeah.
it's gone now.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's just a liability at that point. People doing exactly what we did.
Kids out of there.
No.
You're just not.
Yeah, I went up there knowing there's a sheriff across the road spotlighting it.
And you just didn't care.
I mean, I did, but I was like, danger zone. Get dangerous with it.
Try to be a little rebellious.
Yeah, I don't know. That was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Do you like horror movies that have like ghosts in them, or not really?
I'm not big into horror movies in general. Most
Me
of the
either.
time when I watch them, they make me laugh
Yeah,
because it's always the same thing.
I do like a good ghost story though, or like
yeah,
a ghost-based campaign, because those are hard. So hard to do a good one, but when you do a good one, it's like,
Ooh, ghost based.
yeah, like that's interesting.
That could be fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Got like a haunting situation. That's good. That'd be fun.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Joel.
it's a very unique thing. Like I don't feel like a lot of people go that route, like the horror route with it.
yeah,
Like we did the Lovecraftian thing, and that was fun, and that was definitely unique.
yeah.
You stressed out over some puzzles.
Always.
I thought you were stressing out, and then I saw Dan, the guy we had on like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was stressing out. His hair was up, and he was like rubbing his forehead. That was good times. But yeah, you don't really see like horror themed campaigns, really.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
No, you
Well, at
don't.
least for us.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of campaigns, how did your thing go with the Boy Scout stuff? Did you get a chance to do that or no? Not yet?
No, didn't get a chance to do that
man.
yesterday.
Rain or something?
No, I think I'm going next week is what I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chuckles is volunteering.
I'm gonna do nice things. I haven't even told the guy that
You're doing D&D
about it yet. Yeah, it'll be D&D tabletop
Or-
game stuff like that.
for Boy Scouts.
I think it's Boy Scouts.
God help us all.
The
Chuck
youth.
Chuck is shaping the youth of America.
I don't know about all that.
We are
but-
screwed.
Yeah,
Are you going to be in charge of?
I don't know.
You don't even know what you're doing.
Nope.
Interesting.
I'm gonna show up and find out.
I like it. Dude, we need to do, not now,
What?
but like in the future,
What?
at some point, just a straight up drunk cast.
Oh my!
Just like be out of mind really bad and just have some fun. I watched, I don't really watch a whole lot of podcasts, but here and there. But Sunny in Philadelphia has a podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so I started watching this specifically because I heard they were doing a drunk episode
Yeah.
on St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
And I was like, so maybe next year, if I'm healthier, we could maybe get a drunk, if we're still doing it by then. And I haven't,
And you haven't
Tack
bailed on me?
You bailing on me.
Oh,
Okay.
please.
Let's be real. I would never leave you.
Uh-huh.
How you doing? But they did a drunk. Dude, it was so much fun. Like I like seeing, because that show is very dark. You know what I mean? Very, very dark.
I only watched the little bit I watched with you. I couldn't
Oh,
really
really?
do it too much.
You got to start from the beginning.
That's probably part of my problem.
There you go. I've heard. I'm not going to say who, but I've heard that you are in that show. One of the characters is you. That's what my parents told me. Anyways,
Oh, what?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Your parents told you this?
My parents watched that. It blew my mind. I'm like, because it's a dark show.
And they said I was in it? Rude.
I don't even remember what character. Oh, my mom said hi, by the way.
Oh, hi.
Um,
I do miss your parents. It's
Yeah.
been a while since I've seen, especially your mom.
oh yeah, you saw my dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they watched it, and I was like, that's not a show I would recommend them watching
Yeah.
because it's like so dark, and you know it's. And they go and they're like, hey, I think we're watching Sunny, and saw this. I was like, hey, I wouldn't recommend you guys watching it. And she's like, we finished the first season already. And I was like, oh boy. But dude, it's hilarious. I just like that outside of Sunny, they're all like really good friends, and it's kind of cool to see them how they workshop is what I call it, because they'll be sitting there talking, and their talking will roll into story making, and you can just see the way that they're like they just play off each other's ideas.
Yeah.
And you can tell they do this all day for a living. It just cracks me up. I'm like, man, this is actually fucking really cool to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really enjoyable. I was like, they got really drunk and they were like crying because somebody, the one dude was like playing a guitar, and he was playing a guitar and he was like singing a song, and then the one dude that's like plays the psychopath in Sunny, he was like getting tearing up and shit. And I was like, dude, it's kind of funny to see these guys not play a character,
Not in character.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was a ball. So I'm gonna have to watch more of that show just out of curiosity.
Yeah. So yeah, honestly, the only real podcasts that I've listened to are more of your I guess like murder mystery kind of things.
Okay. Murder mysteries, huh?
Or one of them was the one I really liked was Up and Vanished.
Oh, I can't do those.
Why?
I cannot do those. I legit will get paranoid.
Well, by the end of it, they found out who did it.
Oh, that's still not good
It
enough.
was like 15 years later.
That's
too.
still an issue for me. It doesn't stop. Criminal Minds, the TV show.
Yeah.
I used to love that, and the problem was, and then I started looking at people different walking by me randomly. Like it legitly affected my
1 in a billion kind of chance.
I don't know.
And that's what you're thinking
There
of?
was this one episode in Criminal Minds, and this guy worked in a factory.
Okay.
I don't care how many factories are out there. It could be-
There's a lot.
What if it's my factory? You know, so that's not.
Hey, it could be somebody in your factory.
It's just stress I don't need in my life. Is the way I look at it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? But I think it's the curiosity. Like, why would somebody do something horrible like this? And then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you can't wrap your head around it, so you have to look into it. What the fuck is this person thinking?
Yeah. Oh, but you were talking about scary movies, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite scary movie?
Yes.
I'd say Scary Movie 1.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I think it's the best of the 5 that are out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 2.
I guess
I think
that's
I like
fair.
2.
Okay.
The first 3 are great all the way around. Is that what you're talking about?
No, just scary movies in general.
Just Scary Movie, the series?
No.
I do like the Scream. Oh, no. I'm an idiot. I was actually thinking Scream.
Way to
I
go.
was thinking Scream, not even Scary Movies.
You're
Scary
picking
Movies,
the comedy versions of everything?
Scary Movies,
All right.
the spoof, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Horror movies. What's your favorite horror movie?
I gotta go probably any of the Friday the 13th.
I really like.
I like Jason.
I like the newest one they did.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, it's not new anymore.
Yeah.
2012.
Still haven't seen it.
Really? I thought it was really.
I watched Freddy vs. Jason. That's the last
Wow.
movie I've really watched.
I agree though. How
They don't do it for me.
slashers were the fun ones to watch, like the Halloweens,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff for me. I never really got into Nightmare on Elm
My
Street.
mom loved the Halloween movies,
Oh, dude.
so I think I've seen all of them.
I watch it. I watched the first one probably once every 2 years,
Yeah.
just because I love Jamie Lee Curtis too.
Okay.
But yeah, that first one's a classic. Like it's so good, even for now. Like it just still holds up to me. It's really
I
good.
can't do the old movies anymore.
Really,
Yep, I can't.
the soundtrack's so good.
I've tried to do some of the old movies. I can't do it.
Really,
Like Caddyshack. That's a classic, right?
yeah, I know. You've already
Yeah.
blasphemed on this podcast about that.
Yeah. Don't make me do it again.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of my favorite all time though horror movie. What's the scariest movie you've ever watched? that legit frightened you?
Jump scares get me. That's it.
You don't actually get terrified?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe you at this point in time.
All right, so this is going to be very controversial.
Okay.
Extremely. I think my favorite horror movie is the remake of Evil Dead.
Okay.
And everybody gets real butthurt about that because the originals are classic, and they are. But the new one I just really enjoyed. You never seen it?
No.
Guess what I'm sending home with you?
Oh, great. More homework.
Homework. This is good, though. I'll watch it with you. How about that? We'll save it for time. We'll watch it together. How about that? Right. Eventually. Someday.
All right.
But, dude, I get scared pretty easy, honestly.
Do you?
Yeah.
Jump scares get me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's human nature, though. I think those are cheap.
Yeah.
But I had to stop watching scary movies.
Oh.
Because they actually scared me and give me nightmares, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I struggled to sleep already.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like, but it
happens.
It is what it is.
Actually, another one of my favorites might be the Chucky dolls movies.
Those movies, God.
But the only reason, I think I've seen one of them, but my brother, when we were kids, he was terrified of the Chucky doll.
And then you would terrify him. How dare you?
No.
I love it.
So I told him one year, it was like in July, that I bought him a Chucky doll for Christmas.
Chuck being a bad person incoming.
Yeah. I told him I was buying him a Chucky doll, and I bought him a Chucky doll from Rugrats.
Wow.
And wrapped it, so he had to
That's
open
actually
the
good.
Chucky doll.
That's clever. I like it. Well, guys. The way he talks.
Yeah.
The Conjuring scared the shit out of me.
Really?
I actually had nightmares from that one, which is just sad.
I don't know if I watched that.
I enjoyed horror movies at that time so much, but then I watched that a couple times, and I actually was getting nightmares. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not really that scared of that movie.
Yeah.
But there were some other ones that I was just like, okay, this is too much. I'm not into this.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Paranormal Activities or anything like that?
Yes, I have.
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't even watch Blair Witch Project, none of that stuff.
This would be a great conversation to have my wife in here for.
Yeah?
Yes.
She likes
when
all
we
that
first
stuff?
started dating. No, I loved it. I loved it, and she shit all over it. I loved the first one. It was just so unique. It was something different, right?
Yeah.
And then I got it, and then the second one came out, and I invited her over, and we were watching. We just started dating, and the whole time she was just making fun of the movie, and I was like, I swear to God, how dare you? She ruined it for me. So I didn't like the second one.
Really?
And
all because your wife made fun of it.
The third one scared the shit out of me. That had that. See, I don't like things that are cult related either. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So paranormal, it's whatever. That doesn't really bother me. But when it starts getting cult sacrifices made this written, I was like, oh, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all.
Oh, there's that. What's that TV show called? Shoot. I'm gonna fail. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it.
What's it? Describe it. Describe it to me like you did the Crash Bandicoot thing.
Floating piece of.
There's a hockey mask.
No, but it's like a TV show. It's horror based.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you, but go
Thanks,
ahead.
bud. Yeah. I appreciate it.
We're making good content here. No, but what's it? The first one is the ghost. Correct? The first season?
Yeah. Yep.
American Horror Story. Got you, bud.
Yes, sir. Yeah, actually, I loved the first season of that.
That was a really good season, actually.
I thought it was phenomenal. And then
went downhill.
The second one was that the Asylum one?
No, I don't think so.
Second one was something else then?
I stopped at the Circus Freaks.
So did I.
Freaked me out.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And it's not that I couldn't do it.
Just wasn't as good.
I was bored.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm done with this. Moving on.
I like when they mix horror and I don't like straight horror. I like it touches of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything lately that I've watched. I think we tried to watch one of the real scary ones, and I was like, what's happening?
Like what?
Because they say Hereditary is it'll fuck you up.
Movie?
Yeah.
Called Hereditary.
It's called Hereditary. You're gonna watch it now, aren't you? You're like, I'm gonna test myself.
Why not?
But I don't know. Yeah. And then the one I tried to watch was Midsummer, and I made it very artsy film. Well, like it just did like things like it felt like you were lit watching it. You know what I mean?
Geez.
It's like one of these.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, they're driving down the road. Suddenly, the road flips upside down. The road's at the, you know what I mean? Like the whole, everything
trippy.
Exactly. Trippy is the best way to put it. And so it was like that. And then it's like about a group of people that go overseas and they're like, oh, we're going to get high with the natives.
Oh, geez.
And then things go bad. And the natives.
What movie is that?
Midsummer. But it was made by the same guy that made Hereditary.
Okay.
And so, like, he's known.
So Hereditary's probably not a movie to watch with my little brother.
No, but I have a feeling you're going to do it. He's a terrible person.
Not Brandon.
That'd be hilarious. Brandon, I don't care how scared you are.
The 13-year-old.
Now I can't. Just little Brandon just sitting there. Like, that's all I have in my head. Just let him just sit there. Oh, shit.
No, Chucky doesn't bother him now, but I've tried.
Yeah. No, I don't do well with horror movies. It adds more stress to my life than I need.
Do you like drama?
Stressed easy. No.
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because it stresses me out. Are you seeing a pattern, Chuck?
You just seem to get stressed by everything.
Legit.
You like rom-coms?
I do like rom-coms,
Same.
actually. I'm a
Same.
simple
I love
person.
rom-coms.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone complained about it. Like, oh, I gotta go see a rom-com with my date. I'm like, yeah. Horrible.
Dude, I quit playing that off a while back because
You're like, I just don't care anymore.
I like them.
Yeah.
They're good. It's good movies.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's something charming about it.
Yeah.
Like it's even
as long as it's not too like basic.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because there's that line between this is what you see in like every rom-com
Yeah.
and a good rom-com.
We don't really watch rom-coms or romantic movies anymore.
Yeah.
When we first started dating, me and Cassie watched like romantic movies all the time because that's what she would want to watch. The issue was she would fall asleep.
Yep.
And then I'd end up watching it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, that is such a good movie. Like, I'm like, they just missed. Like, there was this one movie, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was like these two people, they kept meeting and like they were like on the edge of something happening between them and something would happen, pull them apart. And then like 5 years later, something would happen and then bring them together again. And they had a chance to make something work. And you could tell they had good chemistry, right? That whole story, right? And you're like, oh, sweet. And it just kept getting to this point. And now they're in their like 50s and 60s. And there was like, 5 or 10 years would go by and they'd run into each other. And then it would like almost spark off a romantic thing. And then she gets hit by a bus.
Oh.
And she dies. Wow, you're a piece of shit. Wow, Chuck. I knew that would get you, but and I was like legit. Yeah, it does. But I was legit like kind of low key like torn up about it. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's horrible. I was like, isn't that horrible? And she's sleeping through it. And I wake her up and she slept through half the movie. And so I enjoyed this movie and I couldn't even talk to her about it. I sure as hell couldn't talk to my friends about it. So I saw this really good movie, guys. They were almost in love like 8 times, right? But life just pulled them apart and they had their chance and they failed and then she died. And this is what happens, guys.
You see?
Then he starts to laugh.
Hey, you saying it like that was better. But the fact that you're like, and then they come close again, and then she gets hit by a bus. Like, wait, hold on, what?
I know. The way I phrased it was perfect, just because I knew it was going to get you. I knew it was going to get you, Jack.
I was trying to stop. I was trying to hold it back.
Was unexpected. You're like, oh, he's talking about love, right? And then suddenly, bus. It was legitimately something about how it happened. I could be remembering completely wrong, but
honestly, that movie ends my kind of movie ending.
Yeah,
I want to see it now because there's no happy ending to it.
Yeah, it felt very like real life, so it felt like a realistic movie, and I enjoy realistic movies.
Yeah,
even if they are sad.
Yeah,
that's why. That's kind of like why I like Game of Thrones, like because yes, it's fantasy, but the You know, people in the medieval times were like, they died all the time
Yeah.
from like random stuff. And then people got killed constantly because there's
Yet
no
another
laws.
one I haven't watched.
I wouldn't even suggest you to watch it, honestly.
Really?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't end well. And it's long and meandering. There's really no point. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
so,
good
so
if
wait,
you...
the series doesn't end well?
A lot of people hated it. I didn't mind it, honestly, personally, but there was so much hate about it. Because what happened was, it was something like the last 2 seasons of it, the people that were making it decided they were kind of sick of making it, and they were going to speed everything up. So all the travel in the movie, like in the world, got sped up. So like overnight, they were cross maps and stuff, and it just didn't make sense. And there's some issues like that. And then they're just bad altogether.
Why would you speed it up? Like, go with the plot you have laid out.
Yeah. At this point, like, I don't really understand it, but I still enjoyed it as a whole. But knowing you, I don't think you enjoy it. For me, it's because I enjoy fantasy.
Yeah.
Right? And just putting it on, you're like, who's going to die today? Who's going to make it through? And you're kind of low-key rooting for people, and they die all the time in the show. And then you're like, oh, wow, and I hate this show. And then you end up finding, well, I still got this person right here I enjoy. They die.
So it stresses you out.
It did stress me out. But in a good way.
You get stressed over
But in a good way.
dude.
I liked it because I was like, who's going to live? Who's going to die? Like, it was good. It felt realistic. It felt like really like gritty medieval.
I do want
There
to
was
see
an
the
overabundance of sexual content, though. That was the issue because the first like 3 seasons was like ridiculous amount. Like, I'm like, I don't need to see that.
I do want to see the episode with the red wedding or whatever it is.
That's brutal.
That's
me and my wife almost stopped watching the show because of it.
It was that gruesome.
They take all your favorite characters, put them in a room, and they slaughter them. Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, so that was everybody's favorite character.
My favorite characters were in there, and then they slaughtered every one of them. No mercy. They spit on the bodies after. Basically.
Okay. I was like, for real?
They kill a pregnant woman.
That's kind of...
They slit her throat
Jeez.
like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like,
That's
yeah.
brutal.
And you're like, oh man, I'm really happy they're going to have a kid. Not only does the kid die, the person you enjoyed, the character, they all die. So yeah, it's brutal. I mean, it was good because I didn't see it coming. And that's, to me, the brilliance of the show.
Yeah.
Is it's just, you didn't call it.
You're not allowed to be attached to anything.
But the last 2 seasons, you could start calling it. You could see what was happening.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, the plot's coming together. I can see what's going to happen. I actually called the ending of the whole show before it even happened. I was like, I think I know what's happening now.
Yeah.
But everyone was really angry and they were surprised. So there was a lot of people that didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a show I'd suggest because it's either you're hardcore enough that you enjoy it, or you never know too, because then you're like, hey, you guys should watch it, and they're like, okay, and then there's way too much sexual content.
Yeah, go figure.
Or the show's meandering, which it is, because the first 4 seasons are just kind of traveling around endlessly,
waiting for winter to come,
waiting to die. Essentially, is what I don't know. I'm torn on it. How I feel now about it.
Yeah.
Then I was like really excited because I was like, there's not been a fantasy show really like this.
Isn't that based off like books too?
Yeah, I heard the books are phenomenal. They're not finished either.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
So I don't know if he's gonna take a different route in that or what. But yeah.
So he keeps getting people attached to these new characters,
And then he
slaughters them. Who's writing it?
George R. Martin.
Okay.
He just did the Dark Souls. He wrote the characters for Dark Souls, actually, or Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Which I did start playing.
Did you?
Yeah.
How far did you make it?
I'm not very far. I'm too busy running around.
Did you
killing bats? And
did you do the
fighting
tutorial?
people. Yeah.
You're already out of that?
Oh yeah.
You're further than I am.
I got my horse already, bud.
How? Are you playing with somebody that knows what they're doing?
No, I haven't been co-opted at all.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I need to knock the rust off, dude.
I sat down for like an hour.
I've only played for an hour.
Yeah. Same.
Guess where I've gotten?
The tutorial?
Through the tutorial, where you come out the tomb.
How many times did you die during that?
The tutorial?
Yeah.
Once.
Oh, okay. That could be part of the problem.
What?
I didn't die. I just ran through it.
You didn't fight anything?
All the people.
Yeah, the main boss.
Oh, yeah.
That boss at the end of
Wait.
the tutorial?
End of the tutorial.
The
No.
big dude with the giant shield and sword comes out?
I beat him.
Yeah, I did too. But he killed me one time.
He didn't kill me.
Yeah, he killed me
You
one
suck
time.
at gaming.
Because of one death?
He's the real gamer, too.
It bothers me that you said that. But then what happened was I came out the front, and then I immediately was like, well, let's go around this thing. So I went around that little building that you come out of, and there was like eagles and whatnot, and I speared an eagle.
Yep.
And then I went down, right when you come out, there's that NPC right in the front,
Yeah.
and I took a left behind him, went down, and there's giants wandering around down there.
Oh, yeah.
Died from them like probably 12 times, trying to fight one, because I was being stubborn. I'm like,
Is that the NPC you hit?
I'm gonna fight and kill this giant.
Yeah.
And then I didn't, because he destroyed me several times. And then I was like, well, there's this giant dude on a horse.
Oh.
I'm going to kill this son of a bitch.
Yeah, okay.
And then I got slaughtered 12 times probably by him. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to this NPC because I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, I have no clue what's happening. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Nothing.
Open world, and he just tosses you right into the open world. It's
I
beautiful.
like it and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, give me one mission to kind of feel comfortable.
You want some sort of guidance.
Just a little bit, just to feel a little more comfortable, like, with it.
They
I'm
do
like,
give you some guidance as you like talk to the NPCs through there, though.
do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still, you did like there's no pop ups on your map or anything. It's still
Yeah.
all up to you to go to those areas, but there is.
Okay. Well, so then I went to that NPC to talk to him and bumped my trigger and hit him. And that's as far as I've made it because he slaughtered me a good 20 different times. When I spawn, it's right next to him.
You might want to restart. Just
I'm
make
gonna-
it clear.
I'm
It's
probably gonna
not
have
like
to.
you got very far.
How about you jump in and co-op with me and we kill him together? You know you want to kill the NPC, Chuck.
I can't do.
Yeah. I've got him down to half health before, and then he kills me.
Yeah. I kind of do want to kill the NPC.
I'll re-download the game because there was a moment of rage quitting and I deleted the game. And
Oh, Joel.
yeah, I was pissed. That pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't have time for this. Delete. It's gone.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
brand new game I bought.
Did it stress you out?
It did. In a good way.
You know, I'm noticing a new theme to this episode.
Stress.
Joel's stress.
Stressed. Yes, sir.
Speaking of stress, high-low time.
You and your high lows. When are we going to be done with the high lows?
We're not.
I don't like it.
You started it.
Guys, please, I'm begging you, stop the highs lows.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Okay, well, low. Let's see here. Pink eye. Couldn't hear out of an ear. That's a low.
Yeah, that's pretty
High.
good. Low.
High. What is my high? You went and tell your low.
All right. My low is this morning I found out my buddy's mom died.
Ooh, sorry to hear that, bud.
Yep.
Did you know her? Or?
Oh, yeah.
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 Damn. Sorry.
She was really nice. She'll be missed.
Can you say what, buddy?
Dustin.
The one I've worked with before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's sad.
Yep.
Man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I found that out this morning.
Yeah, and you never want to hear that,
No. No.
especially from a buddy. You feel sorry
The
for them.
one that I grew up around.
Yeah, yeah. Dang, man. Do you have a high?
Playing D&D.
I hate you. Burning
Yeah.
passion.
Best part is my samurai got to show off his strength.
You have a samurai?
Yeah.
Now I'm interested. I like samurais.
And, well, we were on a boat, and there was somebody locked up in the lower hold,
Okay.
and I ripped open the iron doors.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I nat 20 for it. So,
Oh, solid.
yeah.
My high was I don't know. I haven't really had a whole lot of reasons to be.
Come on. Something
Jolly.
to be optimistic about.
Well, it did make me happy when you got kicked out of the podcast earlier. That'll be edited out, but there was he had errors.
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
You guys realize every time we do our high-lows, he's got to try to insult me on the podcast. Every single time.
You're saying how to do this in person?
No, I'm not. He
Yeah,
does this
I
every
do.
time
I do.
see him.
Yeah, and he loves it, and he keeps coming back.
I don't know why.
He's like, I just like how dry his humor is. High. I'll give you a real high. Oh, I got a good one. Yesterday was nice enough. I saw a head cold kind of bad, but yesterday was nice enough that we ate outside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, but actually over the weekend we ate outside.
Yeah, I know. You sent me the pictures of you eating hot dogs.
Yes, brats.
Brats.
They're different.
Yes, they are. You're correct.
Yeah, we were eating some brats, and that was fun. It was a nice little. I like that beginning of spring.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, here comes cookout season, baby.
Yeah, and then we got days like today.
Yeah, and then it's just next day. Thank you, Ohio. Pouring rain, garbage outside. Speaking of games, though,
Yes.
I played that Stranger of Paradise.
Okay.
We reacted to it, the Final Fantasy one.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure because I got it like an idiot without. I was like based off a reaction. I was like, it looks good enough to get, and then I got it, and I was like reading some stuff about it, and they're like, the story is horrible. I was like, ooh, that's not good because I like the stories of these things, and it is. It's laughably bad. It's almost like, I don't know. There's just really cheesy moments, like, hey, who are you? And the guy's like, none of your business. He's like, I have this magical stone. He's like, I got a magical stone. And he's like, I'm going to go with you. No, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to go on this adventure and kill chaos myself. And then the pause. And he's like, the other guy's like, no, I'm coming with you. And then the first guy goes, and they fist bump.
What?
I'm not even joking. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Horrible.
It's like my one buddy's. I don't even remember which. I don't know which buddy came up with the idea, but it's the magical stone of gravity detection.
So it's always detecting gravity.
Yeah. You just hold it out and drop it. If it goes down, there's gravity.
Oh, that's good. That's good. There's magic in real life. Look at there, guys.
Yeah.
You can get your own right in the driveway. But I will say the gameplay for that game.
Yeah.
I can see why people. I think it was like rated a 7 out of 10, and I was like,
even with a bad story.
With that bad of a story.
Wow.
And I was like, well, how? But then I'm playing the gameplay, and I'm like, wow, this is so much. Like I'm legit having a blast. And it's multiplayer, by the way. If you ever get curious. But
hey, I might just have to come over and try it first.
You start with 2 classes. You have a duelist and a sword fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can just you can set up both those classes how you want it with the weapons and whatnot, and then you can like hit triangle in any time in gameplay, and it swaps to the other side. So you're suddenly like your duelist or your sword fighter. I was like, okay, this is all right. You know, I'm playing through. I'm like, the gameplay's fun. It's just not really. I'm not really into the. I'm like, I'll see how long before I get bored of this. And then when I got towards the end of, there's like a skill tree for each of your classes for the sword fighter and the duelist. And when you get towards the end of that skill tree, which you can do like within 2 missions, there's a skill to unlock a new class.
Okay.
So then you can unlock another class. So there's basic classes, and right now I think I have like 6 or 8 basic classes. And then in those classes, by doing, let's say, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly, but there's like a Ronin, which is like a samurai type person, kind of ish. That was really like the straw hats, the real big ones, you know about it. But there's the Ronin, and you do the thief or the fighter or something. And when you upgrade those skill trees fully, you then unlock the samurai, who is a step up class. So then you can change to these at pretty much any time you want to go before you go in the dungeon. So it's like you learning a new skill. Like because I mean, you think about it, it's kind of realistic. I like it. So it's like, you don't know anything about factory work. Let's say you come to my factory, you just learn skill points in that because you learned factory work, and now you're a factory worker with that skill tree. And that's the idea, kind of, I think. So it's cool. And then you can become an advanced factory worker, right? That's the boring side of it. But yeah, so there's
advanced
so
factory worker.
like the middle classes, they weren't advanced classes. They were called it was basic. There's a middle grade one. But the middle grade one, there's thief. If you, let's say, upgrade the thief all the way, and the you quit horse-assing around with Fluffernutter. I'm going to take Fluffernutter away from him.
No. Continue. I'm listening.
Were you?
Yes.
What'd I say?
I don't remember.
There it is, guys. Piece of shit. So there's a...
No, you said there's a basic, and then there's something in between
like,
basic and advanced.
Yeah, and in that between one, there's like thief and samurai.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you upgrade both of those, you unlock ninja. And that's like an advanced class.
Yeah.
So in total, there's like all these classes you could do. There's like totally customize it. Like you can do whatever you want. Berserker. Just off the top of my head, there's Berserker, Marauder, Lancer.
And you use
Duelist.
2 at a time?
Yeah, and you just flip between triangles. So I do like a light class, a fast one, and then a heavy class.
Oh, so you got 3 classes.
2 to flip between.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun, like going through the dungeon, and the dungeons are well put together enough that it's like there's secrets. If you explore, it's actually worth exploring.
Is it open world?
No.
No, okay.
So normally I wouldn't like this kind of game because it's like, oh, here's a mission on this. It shows the map. There's a mission here. And then you hit the mission and it start. And then it takes you into that part of the mission. And then you just run through the dungeon until you beat that. There's an end boss at the end. I heard that it was Final Fantasy's inspiration was from Dark Souls. So it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Of a Final Fantasy. But dude, I'm loving it. Like just a fun game. Like story's awful, but it's fun.
But Dark Souls is good.
I never liked Dark Souls.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Is it because you rage quit their newest game?
And then my dumbass bought Elden Ring. I didn't know it was a Dark Souls game, to be fair.
Fair.
I didn't know. I knew it was a creator. I didn't know it was gonna be a Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the know.
I wasn't 100% sure that it was going to be a Dark Souls game, like completely.
Yeah.
I figured it was going to be similar, but it's a Dark Souls game.
You're enjoying it right now, though?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you going to continue playing it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you beat a boss yet?
No.
Have you felled a greater enemy?
Huh?
Have you killed anything?
No. I mean, people and bats and...
Lost you again.
Well, we can hurry this up. We just got to talk about Ponyo now.
About that.
Fluffernutter.
Huh?
Fluffernutter's here. Rude.
I think that's all we have today.
Did you watch Ponyo?
It's my turn to let you down.
You didn't watch Ponyo.
I watched 5-10 minutes of it, and then that's as far as we made it.
Okay.
Because it was so nice out, we went outside, and I forgot all about it.
Yes.
I was teaching the girls to rollerblade yesterday.
I mean, that's a little more important.
Never.
Yeah, 100%.
Just out of curiosity, did you enjoy Ponyo? Out of the 3 we've watched, where would you put that? Last or first? Middle? That's all I want to know.
Middle.
Okay. What's the worst one? Ooh, risking it all there.
Totoro.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, then because I didn't mind Totoro, but that's rating him by 3.
Yeah. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. If that makes sense.
Totoro?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't worth going back to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt more like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, but
we will talk about that next week because I will have it watched.
Good.
All right.
Well, is that it, bud?
That's it. Send us out, Chuckles. Get us out of here before we mess up again.
All righty. Well, that's it for episode 11 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. He's been Joel Norton. I've been Chuck Beeson. And this is Fluffernutter. Y'all have a great night.